After imposing a ban on popular video sharing platform TikTok, the government is monitoring other applications. In this edition of Kantipur News, we also have updates about European aid package for Ukraine and the Nepal Super League. Good evening, I'm Prarambha Dahal. Let's begin with the main stories. Nepali Congress's Mahasamiti meeting postponed for the third time, citing National Assembly election. Leaders expressed dissatisfaction towards the failure to operate the party as per the calendar. Tribhuvan University and the University Grant Commission in conflict regarding PhD equivalence. Commission says the move is against laws. Laws related to transportation yet to be formulated. Disputes emerge between center and provinces as existing laws are over 3 decades old. And Lalitpur City FC and Chapa FC play a goalless draw in the Nepal Super League. Lalitpur failed to climb to the top position with the result. Mahasamiti meeting of Nepali Congress has been postponed for the third time. The meeting, which was previously slated for January 1 to 4 in Kathmandu, has been postponed for the third time and has been scheduled for February 19 to 22. Today's Central Work Audit Committee meeting of Nepali Congress postponed the Mahasamiti meeting for the third time. Party President Sher Bahadur had proposed for deferring the meeting, citing the upcoming National Assembly election and cold weather. The election for National Assembly is slated for January 25. The meeting has also decided for registration of the party at the Election Commission for the National Assembly election. Meanwhile, dissatisfied leaders have protested against the decision to push the meeting. Former Minister for Home Affairs Bal Krishna Khadka, who was in judicial custody for 7 months in relation to the fake Bhutanese refugee scam, has been released today. Khadka was released on bail on the basis of the order of the High Court, Patan. Khadka furnished 3 million rupees in bail to Kathmandu District Court and 1.5 million to the Department of Money Laundering Investigation. Khadka was taken to the Department of Money Laundering Investigation after being presented at the Kathmandu District Court. He was then taken to the Commission for the Investigation of Abuse of Authority (CIAA) after recording his statements and receiving the bail amount. High Court Patan had ordered for Khadka's release on bail yesterday. Prior to this, justices were divided regarding Khadka's release, and the case was seen by third judge Krishna Ram Koirala, who ordered for Khadka's release on bail. Prior to this, on December 1, Judge Janak Pandey had said that Khadka should be released on bail, while another judge, Prakash Khorel, had stated that Khadka should be held behind bars. 10 of the 30 individuals involved in the fake Bhutanese refugee scam are still at large. Meanwhile, former Deputy Prime Minister Top Bahadur Maji is still in judicial custody. 12 political parties have registered themselves for the National Assembly election scheduled for 25th of January coming year. The Election Commission had given parties till today to register themselves. Those that registered include Nepali Congress, CPN-UML, CPN Maya Senar, Janata Samajwadi, Unified Socialist, Rashtriya Prajatantra, Nagarik Unmukti, Nepal Mazdoor Kisan Party, Janamat, Rashtriya Janamorcha, Loktantrik Samajwadi and Nepal Samajwadi Party. These parties will receive the election symbol on the 17th of December this month, and the list of approved parties will be published in the National Gazette on 20th. The term of 20 National Assembly members, including the chairperson, is ending on 3rd of March next year. 19 members will be elected through the polls, while 1 will be nominated by the President upon the recommendation of the government. Dispute has surfaced between the Tribhuvan University and the University Grant Commission (UGC) regarding the equivalence for PhD. Regulating authority University Grant Commission (UGC) has stated its dissatisfaction as the Executive Council of the Tribhuvan University has eased criteria to issue equivalence to PhDs from countries including India received without meeting all requirements. UGC officials have said that the decision is likely to hurt the prestige of TU. The number of students receiving PhD from Indian universities has increased in recent time. India's University Grant Commission had introduced a legal provision requiring completion of PhD under the supervisor assigned by the related university back in May of 2016. Based on this, the TU had not been issuing equivalence to students not meeting the legal requirement for their MPhil and PhD. However, with growing pressure because of the provision creating a serious impact on employment, the Executive Council of TU has eased the criteria for equivalence. Dozens of applications have been filed at the Curriculum Development Center of the university for equivalence of PhDs received from several Indian universities without meeting the basic criteria. Last year, TU had stopped issuing equivalence to PhDs received from 4 Indian universities with supervisors from Nepal. But August 30's meeting of the Executive Council had amended the regulation and had begun issuing equivalence to PhDs received without meeting requirements. The UGC and students themselves have termed the equivalence issued in such manner against the law. Until a few years ago, Indian universities used to open their contact offices in Kathmandu and grant PhD by appointing Nepali supervisors. Based on the amended regulation, TU will not seek the opinion of the Office of the Dean to issue equivalence and will not also test for plagiarism. Qualifications, term of the course and weightages will be considered to issue equivalence. Analysts have said that issuing equivalence in this way without testing the standards of the courses will only hurt the prestige of the Tribhuvan University. It is now time for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
Before we ask today's question, let us take a look at the result from yesterday's poll. Yesterday we asked, what is your take on the report by the central bank that says the inflation is under control? 24% were for A, indication of improved economy, 59% were for B, superficial report, and 17% were for C, challenge to keep stable. And here is our today's question. What is your take on the Tribhuvan University's decision to loosen criteria for PhD equivalence? Your options are A, result of pressure, B, apathy towards quality, and C, concern towards students. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. It is now time for a short break, but for more news, do stay with us.
Sports news.
Lalitpur City FC and Jhapa FC have played a goalless stalemate at the Nepal Super League. It was the 4th draw for both teams this season. In the match played at the Dashrath Stadium, Lalitpur failed to find themselves in the lead as the 4th-minute effort from Dinesh Henjan from outside the box ricocheted off the bar. Jhapa wasted their own opportunity in the 13th minute after an error from Lalitpur defence line. Anjan Besta could not convert a one-on-one opportunity in the 23rd minute. Both sides wasted other chances and ultimately shared a point each. With this, Lalitpur failed to climb atop the standings. With 4 draws and 2 wins, Lalitpur are second with 10 points from 6 matches, while Jhapa are 5th with 7 points. League leaders Dhangadi have 11 points from 5 matches. 2 matches are slated for tomorrow. Pokhara Thunders take on Birganj United in the early kickoff slated for 1 p.m, followed by a clash between Sporting Illam and FC Chitwan at 5 p.m. Armed Police Force Club have whitewashed the 3-match Women's T20 series following a 5-wicket win over Bagmati province. In the match played at the lower ground in Mulpani, Bagmati were put to bat where they posted a paltry total of 71 runs for the loss of 9 wickets in 20 overs. Helisa Gurung failed to open her account. Kanchan Shrestha added 4 runs while Asmita Kharel scored only 5. Salina Silwal scored 22 runs, while skipper Asmina Karmacharya posted 21 runs. National team member Asmina had missed the 2 previous matches because of an injury. Karuna Vandari was the pick of the APF bowlers with 3 wickets. Rekha had 2, while Sitarana Mogar shared a wicket. In reply, APF chased the target in 14.1 overs while losing 5 wickets. Opener Jyoti Pandey scored 15, Sita added 23 and Manju Bokati contributed 13 runs. APF had won the first match by 72 runs and the second by 62 runs. APF Sita was adjudged the most valuable player. Mamata Chaudhary was declared the best batter while Karuna was awarded the best bowler. The Bagmati Province Cricket Association had organized the 3-match series as preparation for the Prime Minister Cup and for selection of the players. That is all for the moment. Up next is the news in Nepali. Thank you for staying with us. Goodbye for now.